Hey, I'm back. Hopefully you guys were able to actually clear tier 3 hard with that guide that I did show you guys before. Now we're going to show you how to stay strong by going to Fabian. Let's talk about it. By now, most of you free-to-play players must be around that 20 to 27 area. You should be on Fabian by now. So from getting all of the gear that you've gotten from Terror, you should be strong enough, or you should be stronger. And I'm going to actually show you the easiest way to continue staying strong. And it's not actually by gear grinding this time, it's by making sure that your Animuses are upgraded. So let's talk about it. Now I know I didn't really talk too much about the Animuses in the last video, but as you can see, these Animuses that Phoebe and Fabian have are actually pretty good, especially that Shark and the supporter one. So let me actually just go ahead and show you some of mine here. Now, as you can see, I don't really actually have too many of them maxed out. I have a bunch of level 40s, 3 level 40s, but only 2 of them maxed out. And the rest of them are level 30s and 20s. And as you can see, I have a million credit towards getting them leveled up. And as you can see, I have 7 sets here. Well, actually, this heal set is the same set as this one down here, so I'm going to delete that. But I don't even have that many sets of gear. So you want to be really scarce, well, not scarce, but you want to be picky with what you're using, right? Don't be leveling everything willy-nilly. And I'm going to actually be showing you a free-to-play way to do this, because I use different units that aren't really free-to-play friendly. So we're going to be go ahead and using Lian here. As you can see, I have Heinrich and Rosa. Those are the ones that I use. So we're going to go ahead and use Lian. We're going to use Wind Chiaki. We're going to use Gray. And then we're going to use Dinah. All right, quick disclosure, I've actually have not used this team before, but I know it's going to work because I have the gear and I do have the investment in the units. Well, let's be for real here, I didn't actually invest in 2 of these 4 units here. I really only invested in Chiaki and the Lian. But enough talking, I'm just gonna let the video do all of the explaining. All right, as you can see, we restarted that here. It was really that easy. Now, the reason I was actually able to clear this is because of the speed tuning, like I did explain in the video of how to beat the Terror 3. Speed tuning is really the key here, and making sure that Lian goes last so she can hit after all debuffs, and all the debuffs are procced on to the boss there. She just hits like a truck. And as you can see, she actually still does have that same gear that she had in the previous video. The only difference is I changed that crit damage piece for a crit piece so she can guaranteed hit those crits to maximize on that damage there. And then we do have Gray for more insurance for extra damage because he is using another damage / speed set here. Then we have Dinah here. She is the real all-star. Now let's talk about her ultimate. What she does here is apply that defense down. She does have 4 hits. She has a 40% chance to hit defense down. If they already have the defense down, she'll hit the vulnerable, which increases the damage taken by 30%. And if she already has the vulnerable, then she procs the erosion. Now, as you can see here, that damage taken is 30% with the vulnerable. And then with the erosion, it's when they hit critical damage, then it's going to further increase that damage equal to 60% of the attacker's attack and increase that attacker's turn meter by 6%. So Dinah is a real all-star here. The only reason I wasn't really saying that she was the masterpiece for that hard when you're doing Terror on that day 1 of launch is because although she does do that work there, you still kind of need that other unit to help. And most of you are probably not gonna have that many units starting off, especially day 1. I don't even use the Fire Dorothy anymore because that was actually only for the day 1 for doing hard 3, just to make sure you can guarantee farm it on your first day, even your second day if you're still struggling. After that, you shouldn't even really be using Dorothy anymore. She's not a terrible unit, but you should be having more units by then. That is assuming you have pulled and you have like other units now, like Marvel or even other units that can just do better utility in general. But she's not a bad unit. You can still be using her if need be because she can help you do Nightmare as well. Just me personally, I don't need her anymore because now I have options. Now let's go ahead and look at the gear here. She does have that gear from the last video, except she's a little bit more buff here. Gray, as you can see, we have more crit damage because if you don't know how his S3 works, is if he hits critical, then he has the chance to apply the defense down. It's supposed to be guaranteed. And then with Lian, like I said before, we only really changed that crit damage. We went from that 111 that we had before, brought it down to 70 for that crit damage here. And now she still has that 220 crit damage, so she's not really losing out too much. So it's actually a good trade-off here. So I really don't have any crazy stats that are like 3,000 attack, fucking 250 plus crit damage, 80% crit. No, I don't have anything too crazy like that. So this is really doable, especially for the fact that I didn't level up any of Dinah's skills or any of Gray's skills, and the fact that both Dinah and Gray are still 4-star. My only 6-star being the Lian. Even my Chia key is only 5-star. The only thing that's invested in my Chia key is her S2. Actually, no, I lied. Her S2 and her S3 are invested in. None of Dinah's skills are invested in her owl. Not a single investment. Same with Gray. So I really do hope this video did help you out, guys. If it did, do consider giving me a like and subscribe. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Go on, get out of here.